Vevor chainsaw, Craftsman lawnmower, Craftsman pole saw. This is where the bee and butterfly garden was, remember? 8 to 10 feet tall, completely cut down, regrouping. This is where the mulberry tree fell down that was out to this fence line. Almost cut back, stacked right here, stacked right there. This is all cut down. It was all overgrown like that onto the street, cut back. That is a dead hedge, and that is a dead hedge. You look over here, it's all cut down. That's my little burn barrel. This all right here, little by little, is going into the burn barrel. This is behind the dead hedge. I planned on just probably dumping dirt over this little sinkhole in order to level this off a little bit. Right now the lawnmower goes around here, basically makes mulch for me. Those I just cut down yesterday. We're gonna cut them up in pieces, sharpen them, and put them on the back of this dead hedge. Tons of property. 3 feet of a dead hedge is not gonna bother me any. Right, so all this is cut down with the lawnmower. You couldn't even walk through this in April. More stacked wood right there that I've been cutting down. Down trees as far as you can see. Firewood forever, right? So you couldn't even walk through this yesterday. Couldn't even walk through this yesterday. Vevor chainsaw and Craftsman lawnmower. There's concrete all over. The blade is shot, I'll tell you that. This right here, you couldn't even walk through this. All I did this with the chainsaw, really. More bricks in here. Over here, you couldn't even walk in there. That was with the Craftsman lawnmower. I wheelie it and put it down. Wheelie it and put it down. Look at all that. We go back over here into the forest. I tried shooting this video yesterday. It just got too dark. I got a little indentation so I could get some more dead tree to cut down. Over here, you couldn't even walk in there yesterday. Craftsman lawnmower only. Craftsman lawnmower, I got all accessible right here. I wheelie it and put it down, wheelie it and put it down. You see right here, Vevor chainsaw cut all the little stumps out of here, and then the Craftsman lawnmower made me all the paths right here. Another dead log, another dead tree. Then I made a path all the way over here. These I cut down this year, so this wasn't here. I put it down after I went with the lawnmower, but all this was with the lawnmower. I wheelied the lawnmower, and I just kept putting it down. Wheelie it, put down, wheelie it, put it down. So for this path, I'm using the Craftsman pole saw to cut all this, to reach over and cut all this stuff back to make it a walkable path. Okay, so this is the alleyway that was completely, oh, blue jay, beautiful. 2 blue jays, right? All overgrown up to the fence. All overgrown up to the fence. Craftsman lawnmower, wheelie, put it down, wheelie. The blades were just hitting everything. I can see like this stuff sticking out of here. This is springy. I have no idea what's underneath this. Okay, so Vevor chainsaw, cut all this stuff down. Now I'm gonna get a reciprocating saw with a pruning blade to cut these all to the ground. Reciprocating saw with a pruning blade to cut all these to the ground, but you couldn't even walk back here. It was so overgrown, and I got to cut back. I'm gonna cut more back. I'm gonna get the weed whacker, the string trimmer, and kind of cut in here. And all those need to be come all the way down to the ground with the reciprocating saw. Right here, here's something out here, right? And then so you walk all the way back here. All this garbage got to be picked up still, right? This got to be cleaned out. This is one of my next projects right here. More firewood. More firewood. You couldn't even walk through here. This is kind of like a dead hedge right here. All that's dead. All that's dead because that was all in here. This is all cleared out. This mainly is a Vevor chain. Yeah, this is everything. The Vevor chainsaw, the Craftsman pole saw, the Craftsman lawnmower. That's a dead hedge right there. All that is going to be like, there's a tree back here. Right, that's dead. See that big tree right there? That's kind of like my property line for right now. That's kind of where I'm going off of my head, that big tree right there. So the dead hedge is going to be put along this big tree right here. All this is going to be with the Vevor chainsaw at the bottom. Everything I get at the Vevor chainsaw at the bottom, Then I'm gonna roll over it with the Craftsman lawnmower. No, then I'm gonna take the long sticks and make the dead hedge. Then the rest gets rolled over with the Craftsman lawnmower. Now this little stuff right here, I pick out the big branches and I go over with the Craftsman lawnmower like this. This was just winter with the Craftsman lawnmower, and it breaks a lot of stuff down. There's a lot of paths in here. All this right here was with the Craftsman lawnmower. After I cut it down with the Vevor chainsaw, where the little thin stuff was, I wheelie it and put it down, wheelie it and put it down, wheelie it and put it down. This right here wasn't cut down because there's a fence in there. So I got to be very ginger so I don't hit the chainsaw or the lawnmower with the fence. I could go up higher with the pole saw, all the vines and everything. This is going to be with the Vevor chainsaw. Cut them down, pull all this out, then go over with the lawnmower. This is the junk pile I was telling you about. I got to get removed little by little. The cinder blocks, the mulberry tree that went down right there. There's another tree that was under the mulberry tree. This right here is a dead tree. That's a widowmaker right there, the long one. That got cleared out of here. But check this out, the lawnmower again. I found the other half of the cinder blocks. All this is the lawn. This is just lawnmower. Nothing else but the lawnmower right here. But my blade, I'm telling you, my blade is shot. My blade is shot. So the bigger stuff that I couldn't go over, I got to cut those down with the chainsaw. And all the rest of that, the lawnmower will go over right there. So everything that's big is going to be cut down with the chainsaw and pulled out. Then the lawnmower is going to go. Now, when I walk from the other side, this is the closest to the other side. This is going to be my first path to get. I am so happy. Please continue watching. We're going to make this into a nice family area.